Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to make butter cookies. One basic recipe, two flavors. I'm Celina Tan, home chef of Intimate Suppers, a private dining experience held in the comfort of our own home, where we share our love for food, for entertaining, and meeting new people. We renovated our house in 2016. My husband and me, we cook a lot. So when I looked at the Thermomix and the multifunctional capabilities of this machine, I knew we just had to get it. With this machine, we don't need many other appliances, so we have a lot of space to do our prep, to do our plating as well. Now before we start, do like and share this video. Watch it with your friends. Chinese New Year is just around the corner, right? We are also busy, start of the year, settling children into school, spring cleaning, making New Year goodies, and we all want to find some time to bake. Today I have a clever idea for you. One basic cookie dough, two different flavors, a sweet and a savoury. We are going for salted egg yolk and curry leaf, which is a savoury flavour, and then we are also going to do something sweet with almonds and orange peel. When making butter cookies, it's very important, obviously, when it's butter cookies, that you get a good quality butter. And we are going to be using Anchor butter. Anchor butter is from grass-fed cows. No preservatives, no additives, and no coloring. So it gives a very natural taste, and these cookies are just going to be awesome. So the steps are really quite simple, right? We need to prepare the ingredients, and then we are going to make the cookie dough. And we are going to then divide the cookie dough into two and then put the flavors in separately. And here are the ingredients. Plain flour, corn flour, milk powder to give it a nice aroma. The corn flour actually helps to kind of soften the cookie. Baking soda, baking powder, and then just a pinch of salt because we're using salted butter. Then the butter and the sugar is for creaming, right? And then we have the flavors. We have curry leaf and salted egg yolk, of course. And then we have the orange peel and the whole almonds. And for topping, we can use the egg yolk for the egg wash. It's better to use just egg yolk and maybe add a little bit of water to give it a more orange flavor. If you don't add water, sometimes it gets a little bit burnt in the oven, right? And then also a little bit of egg white from this egg to moisten the almond cookie because the ingredients are a little bit drier, okay? Now, we're going to prepare the ingredients and then we're going to make the cookie dough. After which we will divide the cookie dough into two and then add the flavors on separately. So simple, right? And with Thermomix, so convenient. So the first preparation I will start with is the salted egg yolk. I'm going to steam this and then I'm going to just mash it. So here's my Thermomix. I'll put water in. Now normally we would have to weigh all our ingredients separately. But with the Thermomix, it's so convenient because you already have a weighing scale. I think that should be enough. How many times have you had, your battery-operated weighing scale like die out on you, right? So this is really convenient. Okay, so no, we don't put that first. In fact, I'm going now to the kettle mode. Okay, 100. And start. So I love my Thermomix for what it can do, right? It allows me to play in the kitchen, experiment, come up with new dishes for my dinner parties or for my friends and my family, right? And it also takes away a lot of the mundane tasks. When you're cooking something that needs stirring, like custard for making ice cream, you don't have to stand there and keep stirring. It does it for you. It frees up my time to do other tasks, to cook more, right? And on those days when I'm too tired because I'm organizing a party, It takes care of my family meals. It cooks up a mean ayam kapitan. That's one of my son's favorite. So while we're boiling the water, I'm going to start preparation of the other ingredients. So first I'm going to grind the almonds and then the curry leaf. Okay, in you go. That was about 25 grams. If you put too much, the cookie gets a bit dry. So I think 25 is just about right. Okay, and then we will put it 6 seconds and speed 8. And let's check it out. Oh, and the kettle is ready. So, on this side, we are going to put our aroma. See? You can even steam and then put the salted eggs. I take the yolk and I put in 2 teaspoons of the white to give it a little bit more saltiness, savouriness. Okay? And when we are steaming, we will put it on 11 minutes and for aroma so that the steam comes up, and just a slow stir, maybe 1. Okay? And let's check our almonds. Oh, I don't have to do it again, it's perfect. Okay? Not too fine, you can still get some texture. Okay? And then just kind of put this out. Okay, so next we are going to do the curry leaf. Curry leaf, we have here 5 grams, and I'm just going to put this in, wash them. Now, when choosing curry leaves, try to choose those that are darker, more mature. Don't go for these lighter ones because the flavor is not strong. Okay? So wash them, pluck out the leaves, also 6 seconds, and speed 8. Okay, so this is what the curry leaf looks like. Okay, and we take this out as well. So after preparing these ingredients, I'm going to now sift my dry ingredients. You don't need a sieve. If you have a Thermomix, you just put in your plain flour, and the corn flour, milk powder, a wee bit of salt, remembering that I'm using salted butter, and also have a little bit of salted egg white as well, bicarbonate of soda or baking soda, and baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon each. Okay. Put the lid on. Remember to put your MC on or you get a cloud of dust, right? Okay, so we go to the other function, which is turbo. Turbo is the fastest speed of the Thermomix, 10,700 RPM. This is the Ferrari of kitchen appliances, right? So we're going to sift it 1 second. And number 2. And number 2. Oh, I need this back. And go to home so that it opens up. See? It's now properly mixed. No sieve required. And now for the next step, we're going to cream our butter and sugar. So it needs to be room temperature, but not Singapore room temperature. It needs to be kind of chilled, okay? So butter and sugar, and cream it Before Thermomix, I used just those cake mixers, right? And it does take a while to cream the butter and sugar. And in goes the sugar. And then on with the lid. Okay. Take 10 seconds, speed 3.5. 10 seconds. You can actually hear the difference in sound when the butter starts to cream up. So you probably need to do this twice. Let me check. Okay, see? You can actually see that the butter is still yellow. It's not properly creamed yet. Do it twice and it should be fine. This is really a nice butter. So yellow and you know, it's still quite firm. It doesn't kind of get like watery and melty fast. Okay, and okay, let's go again. Oops. 3.5. And we should be done. You can always check, and if you see that you know, you think you need another go, just give it another 10 seconds, huh? Yeah. I think for me, I will have one more go, and it'll be nice and fluffy. Okay. 3.5. Ah, nice. So now it looks creamier, and very simply adding down the dry ingredients. Very simple, right? Cream, butter, sugar, and then add your dry ingredients in. And we do 10 seconds, speed 3. And again, we might need to do it a few times, twice. Okay. Usually for the cake mixer, it doesn't take 20 seconds, right? It takes a few minutes to do, so this is very fast. You finish your biscuit in no time. Okay. You see that it's like a little crumbly, so it just needs a little bit of help by stirring the sides and giving it another go. Okay. And our egg yolk is ready. Just climbs up the side a bit, so we just need to scrape the side and give it another go. And meantime, we can mash our salted egg. Okay. Right. Perfect. Okay, so we'll just use our to take out the egg yolk. Nicely cooked, not too dry still. These are lovely egg yolks, very orange in color, and that will give the cookies a nice color. So we're going to give this a mash, okay? Very soft. A lot of recipes, they don't put any egg white at all. But I find it gives it a nice taste, a bit more saltiness, a bit of that salted egg pungent, you know. Okay. It's good to, sometimes in the middle of the yolk there's like a little bit of a hard piece, that's the one that you need to kind of, But anyway, when we put it in the Thermomix, it will all be well mixed. Okay, set this aside. Okay, let's check our cookie dough. Ah, perfect. See? So evenly mixed. So we're going to take this out. Now this is a crumbly dough, very crumbly dough. And the salted egg version will give you a nice kind of like melt in your mouth kind of cookie, where the almond version is a little bit more crispy. From the same dough, yes, because of the nuts. Okay, so now we're going to bring on the weighing machine. We're going to put half back and do the flavors. All right, so I am going to start with the almonds actually. So let me get my weighing machine. Oops. Okay, because I know the weight of all my ingredients going in, half of that is going to be about 290. So I'll put that in. Or you can just eyeball it, and put half the bowl in. But here we go. Okay, and then what we're going to add is our almonds. Here you go, and the orange peel. You can get every Chinese New Year they sell all these kind of packets in the dry goods store for the lo hei. They also sell this orange peel that you can use for lo hei, and it makes great cakes and great breads, and you can add it to cookies instead of these candied orange peel. Very nice. In fact, I find that's a little bit more tender. Okay, so we've got this, and yes, I need to, because with the nuts it gets a bit dry, and I have some spare egg white here. I'm going to put in half of that. And close this and give it a good mix. 10 seconds, speed 3. Let's get back home. Okay, let's take a look. There we go. Nice. Take this out. Okay, so I'm going to empty this out. It's a nice pliable dough. Easy to shape afterwards. So normally I will weigh out my cookies and do 10-gram cookies. It's a nice size. You can just about, put it all in your mouth and not like have to take a bite. If the cookie is too big, I find, people bite half and then the crumbs everywhere. So this is nice. And it's also cute, when you put it in little containers. Makes great gifts. Think about what other flavors you can put in this cookie, because today we're only doing 2, a sweet and a savoury, but possibility is endless, right? You can put hei bi hiam, and you know what? You can make hei bi hiam with your Thermomix. Chop it up and then put it in, so that can be your savoury flavour. Okay, pop the bowl back on, and now we put the rest of your basic cookie dough. And now in this case, we don't need to put the additional egg whites because our salted egg yolk also does add some moisture. Okay, so in goes the salted egg yolk. Oh, I love this. It kind of reminds me of salted egg yolk crabs. And you can make that too in the Thermomix, especially if you have the One Pot Wonders, a book with lots of interesting one-pot dishes, easy and delicious meals. Okay, basic dough, salted egg yolk curry leaf. And again, we do 10 seconds, speed 3. We have our egg yolk for the egg wash. Just give it a whip. Oh. And add like a tablespoon of water. Okay. You can add milk if you want. It gives a nice creaminess to it, but it's mainly so it doesn't burn. If you just add egg alone, especially the egg yolk, sometimes the heat reaction, it looks a bit burnt, right? So this is great, just a bit of water and also easier to apply. Let's look at our, oh, perfect. There you go. And it's so pretty with the yellow and the green, right? Take this out. Now at home, I like to rest my my salted egg yolk curry leaf dough a little longer, like half an hour in the fridge, because I find that the flavors of the curry leaf, it just kind of, blends and infuses into the dough, giving it a stronger flavor. So you might want to start doing the almond one first, shaping that, and then by the time you're done, do your salted egg yolk. Okay, then it'll be just nice. Now, Chinese New Year is coming, rope in the kids, the hubby, the boyfriend, in the shaping. Okay, shaping, after you're done with the Thermomix, shaping is the one that takes, the most time. Thermomix, a few seconds here and there and your biscuit is ready, right? Your cookies are ready. So here, rope in some people. If you're not too fussy, just use a little teaspoon. You can shape your cookie dough. Or if you want to have like regular size for gifts, then you weigh them. 10 grams, nice. Okay. So prepare your baking tray by putting paper on. Okay, clean hands and just give it a roll. Yeah. So you can put a few out. Yep. So it's good to, when you're thinking of flavors to put for your cookies, it's good to get a sense of what kind of texture this cookie is. It's a crumbly, melt in your mouth cookie. So, your ingredients, the flavors have to be smaller pieces, things like hebi hiam would work, things like laksa coconut and hebi, to give it a laksa flavor, that would work too. I think that would be very nice actually. And then you think about how you want to decorate them. Flatten it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to make the salted egg yolk one. It's okay that the curry leaf is not like really in small pieces, because actually the flavors when you bite into the leaf. When you bite into the leaf, explosion of flavor, right? These cookies are going to expand just a little bit because they've got some baking powder, baking soda. So don't put them too close, at least an inch apart. If you want to omit the baking powder and baking soda, you can, but it will result in a cookie that's not as light because it doesn't rise as much, not as much air inside. Maybe the idea, maybe you can put a little bit less, but I wouldn't omit it totally. Flatten it. Okay, there we go. We are going to bake it for 15 minutes, but let's see how we want to decorate the topping. For sure the egg wash. And this will give a nice yellow-orange sheen to it, you know. And you can put sesame seeds. Let's do some with and some without, and then you can see. And you can decide for yourself when you make it at home, right? And then some sesame seeds. There we go, lovely. If you like and you have some flaked almonds, you can put them on top of your almond cookies too, right? And now into the oven, 15 minutes on 170. And the cookies are ready, nice and hot, fresh from the oven. There we go. Today, we've covered many functions. We've used many functions from the Thermomix. We started with steaming the egg yolks, and then we did grinding the almonds, chopping the curry leaves, sifting, creaming butter and sugar, and mixing the cookie dough as well. And each function only a few seconds, right? So this is really truly a multifunctional kitchen equipment. It's just fantastic. I love it. And today we've made these butter cookies. If you were here, you could smell it. When you're making butter cookies or butter cake, butter is the main star, right? Don't compromise. Get Anchor butter. Natural, no preservatives, perfect for a very good and successful bake. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share it with your friends, tell everyone about the Thermomix and Anchor butter. I hope today's session has given you some ideas what you can do, some new variations to your Chinese New Year goodies. Anchor butter you can also use for pineapple tarts, and we are having a pineapple tart challenge. So tune in to Thermomix Facebook page for that. Also look me up, Celina Tan and Intimate Suppers on Facebook. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye bye.